All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. Before I get going on this story about Bruce Springsteen, here is High South. Okay, had a lot of people get back to me on this, and they really liked this one. Feel This Good is the name of the album. If you like the Doobie Brothers, the Eagles, or the band America, this is classic rock for the next generation. That's what this is. So it's out there. Sometimes it's not easy to find, but when I find it, I share it with folks. Again, High South is the name of this band. Feel This Good is the name of the album. Make sure you check it out. Also, don't forget to check out Modern Retro Radio, modernretrofm.com. My good friend Audi over there says that the listenership is up. So he's getting great numbers from the TuneIn app. That's a place where you can actually find modernretrofm.com if you don't want to just go to the independent URL. You can check out tunein.com. So that's pretty cool, right? What's not cool is Bruce Springsteen having to cancel his tour. Now, again, I'm not a huge fan of Springsteen. I liked his work prior to Born in the USA. And sporadically, I'm not, a giant Springsteen fan, but I'm not a detractor. He does put out interesting music, some of which I don't think has been all that good in the past few years, although his fans would vehemently disagree with me on that. I guess I'm just indifferent, okay? At this stage, I'm indifferent. I like some of his real old stuff. His politics, I'm not really a fan of. Anyway, Bruce Springsteen is suffering from something called peptic ulcer disease. This article tells us what it is. Springsteen is being treated for this illness, a diagnosis he first revealed earlier this month. According to Springsteen's official Instagram account, the 74-year-old singer is now on the mend, but will need to continue treatment for the remainder of the year. Bruce Springsteen has continued to recover steadily from peptic ulcer disease over the past few weeks, and will continue treatment through the rest of the year on doctor's advice. With this in mind, and out of an abundance of caution, all remaining 2023 tour dates for Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band will be postponed until the year 2024. So in the same day, we find out that Steven Tyler has a broken larynx, and there is no Aerosmith tour moving forward. And now there is no Bruce Springsteen tour. Folks, classic rock is winding down, like real classic rock. It's starting to go away. So what is peptic ulcer disease? And I have some comments here about what might be the cause of this. Peptic ulcers can be caused by a bacterial infection or consumption of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, in other words, NSAIDs, such as aspirin, ibuprofen, and naproxen. Lifestyle factors like smoking and drinking alcohol can increase risks of developing ulcers, according to the NIH. Actually, there's a part of the NIH called the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, or the NIDDK, if you're into abbreviations or acronyms. So Springsteen, if you recall, and I put two and two together here, was pulled over not too long after his famous Super Bowl Jeep commercial, where he implored Americans to kind of come together and believe in nothing, that he's kind of in the middle, but yet he supports political candidates like Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. He's still a Joe Biden supporter, even though Joe Biden can hardly get through a sentence. And this is somebody who's supposed to be really intelligent, this Bruce Springsteen character. His songs have all of these deep meaning and interesting lyrics and provocative ideas, but yet he supports a guy who, falls up the stairs, falls down the stairs, whatever. And it's just sad. It's sad where the artistic class is and where the political class is. Anyway, so Springsteen was pulled over for DUI not too long after his famous Jeep commercial, right? He's driving his old Jeep around in the commercial. And so DUI typically means, you're consuming a lot of alcohol. And here we are. One of the causes of this particular problem, peptic ulcer disease, is drinking alcohol, which can increase the risks of developing ulcers. Other factors like smoking also can contribute to that. And if you take ibuprofen or aspirin frequently, that can also be the cause of peptic ulcer disease. But according to his website, he's on the mend and will continue treatment throughout the rest of the year on doctor's advice. I advised people on the Aerosmith to go get your ticket refund. I know people who are watching this channel probably aren't fans of Bruce Springsteen and probably didn't buy tickets to Springsteen. But if you did, I would probably suggest a full refund rather than waiting for, those postponements to change into new dates. It very well could be that he'll be back next year at some point. But Springsteen has had a lot of starts and stops. It's not easy when you're 74 years old and your claim to fame is you play 3-hour concerts. In fact, these concerts for people of this age group, I think are ridiculous. All right. There's nobody who's in their 70s or 60s or probably in their 50s really wants to hang out for 3 hours for the most part. And if you say you do, I think you're lying to yourself. I think a 90-minute set is ample. And especially if there's an opening band where you have to sit through maybe 45 minutes of an opening band and then an intermission and then 90 minutes. So you're getting home after midnight, most likely. And for me, it's just, I just don't like that stuff anymore. I think it was Jamie Lee Curtis that said maybe you should schedule your shows in the middle of the day. And she's a Springsteen fan. She said, why not start your shows in the afternoon? Most people who would attend these shows have disposable income. They could get the day off. Most of the people who are attending, they're already getting the day off, right? They're probably buying a hotel room somewhere. They may have flown in from another place to actually go to the show. So it makes sense if you're going to be that 3-hour concert guy, start your shows earlier. Start them in the middle of the day. Let people, stay awake and be alert and enjoy the show if that's your thing. It's not my thing. So in any event, we hope Bruce will be okay. He's on the mend, and I'm sure they have medications for that. I know he supports the pharmaceutical industrial complex, so I'm sure they're attending to all of his needs. High South, great band. It's called Feel This Good. Go listen to it. Next generation classic rock. As this generation slowly fades away and goes into the sunset, and unfortunately, someday all of this music, at least from the live perspective, will be over, and we'll be left with tribute bands and maybe a few artists that are trying to continue the legacy in a different kind of way. And we hope that that's the case, and more people realize that. I know we're not all going to be here forever, but some of us would like to hear some new material. And that's what I try to do here on this channel. I try to showcase some new music that you might like if you like the older stuff that I've been talking about. So there you have it. Bruce Springsteen, Aerosmith, tours are canceled. Hopefully this trend doesn't continue, but My guess is if you're an older band and you're trying to pretend that you're a younger band, eventually this is going to catch up with you one way or another. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.